I'm Spantopia, but you can call me Span. How are you? This month's theme, this month's almost up, but May's theme has been incredibly fun. It has been a comic, a Spaceman comic that I have come up with pretty quick smart. There's a pencil, there's a pencil. I want to show you a pencil. I think it's in here. But so every month, you may or may not be aware, but every single month I have art theme. That my patrons get to choose in a poll what the theme should be, and the poll was a standstill last month. So I'd got to shout it out, spread the love between YouTube and Instagram as well. So the theme for May's theme was Spaceman comic, and so I just want to show you the origin story. This little dude here, see this little spaceman here. I'm not sure if you can see him, but that little star pencil, that little spaceman there inspired this comic. I had these pencils, right, and I was at a pain management clinic. I was at a pain management clinic for my chronic pain, and so I was more focused on surviving the clinic by looking at this little dude than by meditation and breathing exercises. Anyway, not the point. The point is that I made up this really cool little dude here. Very similar design. But I bought these coasters, and I've been drawing him all month. So I bought these coasters. Also, just side note, what do you think of the setup, the background? How is it? That's my new nest over there. That yellow sheet is actually part of my bed. Hopefully it will be black with stars one day. But ain't nobody got money for that. So I'm gonna do some wood sounds. So these coasters are MDF. We'll use the two blank ones first. So these are some coasters that I bought, thinking I could do some pyrography. On them. But then a quick little bit of research showed me that MDF is not good for burning because it is made with all sorts of carcinogens and like something crazy like formaldehyde. And when you burn it, it's really, really bad for you. And also the fine powder of carving into this, terrible. So basically all I could do was draw in them. I've considered doing like little landscape paintings or something, some sort of miniature thing, but then I just started sketching on them instead because I'd already sketched up the idea that I wanted to wood burn, and then just went over it in textures in permanent marker because I'm lazy and didn't want to paint. So I'll show you the ones with the designs now. So I did a bunch of round ones. I bought 4 round ones and I did them first. So this is the classic Spaceman floating. Spaceman floating in space. And actually, excitingly, tonight when I'm filming, so definitely by the time this is released, I will have made a brand new Instagram for this little guy, for this dude, this Spaceman, and it will be at Spancomic, at Spancomic on Instagram. So Spaceman gonna get his own feed. I'm hoping to keep it up because I really enjoy the idea of having my own webcomic and just, having it have its own feed really solidifies that because you don't know who's inside the suit. Maybe it's a swarm of bees. So this is the classic, right? So he's got this head, he's got a round head, and a black glass view, and there's two eyes staring out, and two arms, and one arm has two armband creases there, and a little square with two notches holding it together, and then a belt, a knee patch with the two little notches holding it together, and one black boot with a strap. He also has a cord. You might not be able to see a cord that he's been unplugged. She's completely unhinged. But yeah. So that's the concept. That's the concept. And then what I do is I take this character and I put them in places like this mountain scene. This mountain scene is called Here We Sit, the Mountain and I. Here we sit, the mountain and I, until only the mountain remains. Except in the next panel, I'm gonna have him sitting there with no mountains. So it's Here We Sit, the mountain and I, until only the Spaceman remains. Yeah, it's a bit existential. It's a bit existential. Bit of existential, maybe nihilism sort of thing happening. But so he's sitting here, little legs sticking out, sitting there looking up at the stars, and there's a mountain range, and all of this is just done in fine liner pens. I have some coloured fine liner pens. And here's the other classic, Spaceman staring up into the stars. I haven't coloured in the stars yellow, but I think I will. You can hear my mum cooking dinner in the background. I think I'm going to do these stars in yellow. What do you think? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stars. And I really like the cross-hatching background that make up all of the other little stars in the texture of the universe. And also this one has little hidden stars. Where's another one there? Hidden stars in the fabric of the universe. I really, really like this concept, and I love this coaster so much, and I think I will make the stars yellow. The same way as the stars are yellow in these ones. I'm going to make them the same yellow in this one. And then also along that same vein, I've got just a close-up portrait. Very easy to paint, but let's see if we can put it on my shoulders. It me, the Spaceman. This is real hard. Hello. Why was that so much fun? Alright. This just has the black window with the fabric of the universe in the darkness, and then the two eyes. Very simple, very, very simple. But I think kind of effective. I really like it. I might have to lacquer these to make them usable as coasters so they don't wear and tear too much. But you can kind of see here, there's some lines, pencil marks left. So I might just get the eraser. I think that's one in this pencil case, I'm not sure. I'll get the eraser out. Yes. I'll get the eraser. And I will just rub out the pencil lines. I'll rub out the pencil lines. Luckily they come off pretty easy. Yeah, so now there's no pencil lines on the face at all. Whoop, it me. Alright, So I'm going to do that with the others as well, because I did these and I didn't have a chance to clean them up. I had a rough sketch and then I just went the pen straight over the top and didn't think about erasing the pencil below. And they'll be nice and dry now, so you won't even be able to. I shouldn't even smudge the line work. I shouldn't smudge the line work by erasing. Alright, the next one has a little bit, just a little bit. It just has, does it have? Yeah, it does actually. It has quite a lot of little lines in the stars and stuff, but because I've put yellow over the top, I don't think the pencil's gonna come off. Let's just have a quick little, or maybe, yeah, no, it came off, don't worry. What I like about this one the most is that if you look really closely at the stars, they've got little eyeballs, and they're all staring at the Spaceman. It's like everyone's watching. Relatable. Right, so the next one does have quite a few. And we might also get the yellow pen and just colour in those stars. We might do that right now. Why not? Alright, let's rub out the pencil. There's quite a few in his body. You can see where I went off script. Bit more in these stars. What's actually surprisingly hard to do is randomize where the stars are placed, because it often ends up looking like a pattern, which I suppose the stars in real life also end up looking like a pattern, so maybe it's more realistic that way. Alright. Here's the yellow pen right on top. That's a pencil. Here it is. The yellow pen right on top. So this pen is just a stapler, and it says triple S fine lighter. So this is just a yellow pen. Yeah, that's all that is. So I'm gonna take the lid off. Alright, and then we're just gonna colour in the we're just gonna colour in the stars. That's kind of coming through. Yeah, cool. Let's do some more of that. That's 1, 2 stars done. Try and make it a bit easier for you to see. Impossible. Alright, that's a couple more stars. I'll do this big one, we'll do this big one next. We'll be doing that big one right now. Okay, so then there's 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 done. 3 to go. 1. 2. And 3. Alright, so that's all of the stars coloured in on the coasters. So if you would like to do some of that with me, let's give it a go, shall we? Why not? Let's do a little bit of art. Alright, so all you gotta do, I like to just do lots of little lines. That's my left hand. Let's try with my right hand. I'm slightly more coordinated with my right hand. So you just want to take what I like to do is take the edge of the, sorry, we'll put it over here so you can see. Take the edge of the line, right, and then draw so the line on the edge of the star, and then draw that direction, and then take the other line and then draw in that direction. So I'll just show you what I mean there. So you just take the edge of the star, and you just draw the lines. Oh, I think that's the wrong star. I can't remember. We'll try this one as well. And then the other way as well. Not that you can really see what I'm doing here. And then sometimes I like to go one more direction. And then come back in the other ways of the other stars. But can you see what I did there? By having that line and then all the lines radiate out of it. And then the other line and have the radiating lines go the other way. Like that. And then it's a build up. You just put lots of little lines over lots of other little lines going in opposite directions to each other. And you get cross hatching. My favourite type of hatching. So I just have to fill in the rest of the background for that, but do you want me to do that now, or do you want me to do that later? I guess if you like that sound, this is good ASMR. But if you like looking at my face, it's not so good. Let's just keep going. We seem to have some good silence in the house, which is surprising. Because lots of people are home right now. Alright, what do you think? It's getting there. Let's do some over his shoulder. Over their shoulder. I like to move the canvas to the way that my hands like to draw the page, rather than adjust my hands. I like to adjust the canvas, or the coaster, the board, the thing that I'm drawing on. Yeah, just filling in those lines now. This is quite a boring and repetitive process. Can't actually see what I'm doing, but if you're still watching, that's amazing. Thank you so much. And let me know if you want to see more content like this. I guess, but better. Like this, but better. Because that's what I want to do. I want to do art-related ASMR content. I mean, I want to do normal ASMR as well. barking at the kookaburras, by the way. The only thing he barks at. Right, this is getting done quite quickly. What am I going to do while I watch TV tonight? Last night I had a really good time doing this cross-hatching on the other coasters. Oh, well, some of the other coasters, not all of them. I didn't do them all in one day. I'm not Wonder Woman. But yeah, it was really fun, and I was like, oh, I want to keep doing that. I guess I still have those 2 blank coasters. I could finish those quite, well, not easily, but you know what I mean. That would be quite fun to do tonight. The noises. I spoke too soon about the house being quiet, so now I just had to cut out a whole bunch of stuff that I did because there was sounds in the background that I should have stopped and waited for and didn't. But anyway, this is what we're up to. Nearly done, nearly done, nearly done, nearly done, nearly done, nearly done. Alright, so I'm just gonna real quick finish that off before more background sounds come, because it's just finishing work time, which means that there will be noises for about half an hour and then it'll go quiet again, which is just when I'm filming because I have poor time quality skills. Alright. Time management, not time quality. I have excellent time quality skills. I have a quality time most of the time. This side's a little bit harder because you got to try and not be too dark because you want the tree to be silhouetted against it, you know. So, while I don't have much to go, it's one of the trickiest parts. Nearly done. I can still hear voices. I hope you can't hear it so much. I was gonna say I can edit them out, but I don't know how to do that. Let's be honest. I don't know how to do that. Alright. Done. Bam. Bam. What do you think? 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 All finished. What do you think it needs? Yellow stars. I think it needs yellow stars, yellow stars, yellow stars. So what I need to do right now to finish this off is to get the eraser, and we're just gonna get rid of those sketch marks wherever we can. So now we've got rid of those pencil sketch marks. Let's real quickly put in some yellow. Some yellows in the stars. Some yellow in the stars. is done. It's very, very tall tree. Alright. Wow, okay, so that was the Wood Sounds, Art Sounds monthly art themed video. I hope that you enjoyed this somehow, and that you are relaxed and sleepy, and that you have a very good night under the stars. A very good night. A very good night under the stars. I hope that you are relaxed, and you have a nice night under the stars. Nice and relaxed. Don't worry. The stars are looking out for you.